What's going on? It's the Hotohados, y'all. It is Friday, and this is the day where typically most people, working class people, would get a paycheck, would get their earnings that accrued from the previous weeks. And so if you're fortunate enough to be in this position in a ever choppy and disoriented economy in your own country, then kudos to you. You're blessed. Take advantage of it. Do what you need to do with it, but make sure that you are taking what you can to store that monetary energy into something that is scarce and that is a immutable asset, probably the scarcest, hardest asset that's been discovered in human existence, which is Bitcoin. So if you're already doing that, shout out to you. I do employ anybody that's looking to stack sats, the smallest unit of Bitcoin. Consider doing it responsibly through a peer-to-peer decentralized exchange such as Hotohado.com, where all you need is just your email address and a password. You can create a new email address and just create an account, go on there, trade with other Bitcoiners for whatever stable coins and things like that you want. Hotohado.com. That link is down in the description box below, by the way. It's a good sign up. Also, take that Bitcoin, take those sats that you've earned from your job or from, doing some type of work, business, labor. Take that fiat, convert it, like we said, Hotohado, and then you store it in a cold storage wallet for ultimate security, for ultimate self-sovereignty. And the CoinKite store below has a cold card wallet, which is open sourced and is highly reviewed amongst the Bitcoin community. Let's get it. So I want to talk about taking advantage of opportunity. Like I've always said, that during these bear markets is a time to really buckle down, to have a strategy. It's not a time to wait for any type of signal. If you understand the market, you know the signal is all around us. The signal has been signaling for the past 12 months. I've talked about the signaling last year in the summer while living in Mexico City, when BlackRock announced that they had a partnership with Coinbase with a technology software called Aladdin that would allow BlackRock to interface its institutional clients with their custody Bitcoin that would be on Coinbase. And so from there, I understood that BlackRock was planning to offer Bitcoin as an investment tool for its investors. Right there, that was bullish enough. But then we talk about the shakeout of the leveraging of all these shit coins and scams throughout the bear market, which was a great way to cleanse the market of all this cross collateralization, things that were tied up with Bitcoin's liquidity. A lot of, think about it, such as Binance, these different institutions, they had a lot of Bitcoin, and but they had a lot of shit coins. So when their shit coins unraveled, they did what they could do in order to keep it above float, to keep that price going, or to keep from going under, and that was sell their Bitcoin. So that needed to happen, right? We needed to see that extreme collapse in the overall market. Let's talk about how hash rate has now reached all-time highs. The most energy that's ever been contributed to the Bitcoin network is right now. And that translates over to Bitcoin's security directly, strongly correlated to that, as more miners are joining the network in order to validate transactions, right? And so it makes it more difficult for these transactions on the Bitcoin network to be to be mutable, to be mutated, to be changed, to be compromised, anything like that. Can't roll back the chain. It takes so much energy at this point. This is the perfect use case for Bitcoin, as it is more of a trusted, immutable ledger. And that network has native to it still the same cap supply of 21 million, has not changed, will not change. So, and then you talk about the Lightning Network. That is the second layer that's being used in order to conduct lightning instant speed transactions of Bitcoin. Okay, so the lightning nodes have grown on Bitcoin's network, on the Lightning Network second layer, exponentially over time. So it's been doing fantastic, as well as projects, other applications can be built on top of that layer 2 through Lightning. So he's got a lot of other cool things going on, guys. I don't want to sound redundant, state everything, but like I say, the opportunity for value is, in my opinion now, I believe that many people are not going to take advantage of the opportunity here. I believe a lot of people just don't take the time to understand. They believe they already understand, and therefore their understanding has led them to consider Bitcoin a suboptimal opportunity. And I'm here to tell you that they're very, very, very wrong. Anyways, so I think we all know that. And it's interesting times, right? Look at the opportunities. Be careful not to fall into traps. And when I say traps, I mean these various altcoins. Be careful. We don't know which ones are going to bloom. We don't know which ones are going to be set for doom. But we do know that there's a real threat in the altcoin market, and that is U.S. regulation, which lets you know that altcoins essentially aren't considered commodities because they all have central planners that this governing body, the SEC, is going after with reckless abandon and relentlessly until they corral them and get them to register as securities. Bitcoin doesn't have a CEO, doesn't have a central planner, doesn't have central coders that nobody's holding the coin waiting on the works of others to expand the value of Bitcoin. It's a commodity, and it exists as a perfect store of value and a better money than the fiat currency that's currently robbing us of our futures and our future generations. So anyways, that's my spiel today, man. It is a beautiful day. Take advantage of the opportunity, man. It's not going to last very long. We're talking about 6 months away for the Bitcoin halving, okay, which is going to somewhat cause a supply shock, even though because the amount being emitted or mined into circulation will be cut in half, while demand is growing, while the market is maturing. So take that in consideration. Anyways, y'all, I'm out of here. Hope y'all have a good one. I'll talk to you soon.